Okay, yeah, I think we are live. Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Mark here for Natural Health. Hope you're having a great day. We can get started on time tonight, so that's kind of a new thing for us. That's great. We're talking about getting ready for winter this month, and tonight we're kind of talking about winter challenges, again, looking at the immune system, some of the things that we want to work on and watch as we work into the rest of the holidays. But hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Didn't eat too much pumpkin pie or pecan pie and stuff. And we want to make sure you're feeling good for Christmas and that holiday and New Year's. We want to keep the immune system strong. So we'll go over some things about the immune system and some other comments here quick. So we'll start into it. Don't forget, we've been in practice now for 40 years. I've seen a lot of patients and have a lot of experience with all kinds of things. And really, the point of what we do here at Natural Health is get people naturally healthy. We're not trying to work towards any certain diagnosis. We're not trying to treat any certain condition. We're just trying to get the body healthy, try to work with the body and feed it the things it's supposed to be fed with, the fuel it's supposed to have, get the vitamins and the minerals and the things in there, get absorption work correctly, get the allergies under control, get the insulin under control, get the body actually healthy, and a lot of these other problems just go away. So we want to talk about a few things with the immune system tonight. And again, as we get into the colder weather, especially if you had too much junk over the Thanksgiving, pretty soon you'll have a cold, you'll have flu symptoms. These things really are the body trying to clean itself, but you have to go through it. So we want to try to avoid it if we can by getting the body healthy, making sure it has good energy, that it can get rid of the bugs that are around. I mean, there's bugs around, but you just want to keep the body from having to deal with that over a long period. So how to optimize the immune system naturally. Again, in the search for the cure for multiple diseases, we find ourselves running, singing, and eating for charities that are committed to throwing a dump truck full of money at scientists who then have the monumental task of creating a nuclear weapon that can single-handedly destroy the disease in question. So again, all the things we're seeing, for charities and things, we're usually looking at one disease, trying to figure out one special drug or whatever to handle that. And we look at things differently. We're looking at trying to get the body actually healthy and not have to worry about the blood or the disease or whatever it is. So again, these might look familiar. Again, another bug. And the kind of the point to make too is that if there's a bug out there that's a natural bug, that is what we call a bug, a bacteria or virus, whatever, it's in a way the body can handle it. If it wasn't that way, if it wasn't a way that nature can handle it, then we all would have been gone thousands of years ago. But the human body, the immune system, can handle about anything that is what you would call natural. Now, if it's a drug or a chemical or a toxin that hasn't seen before and can't handle it, yeah, that will cause big trouble. But any of the living things, any of the things that are kind of natural, the body can handle, at least so far. So how to optimize the immune system naturally. Meanwhile, the most powerful weapon proven to actually eliminate the body of serious disease, the immune system, barely gets an honorable mention, and as it silently struggles to its job while generally being treated poorly. And so we've seen that even with this COVID business, that they poo-pooed the natural immunity way earlier there. We have to wait for the vaccine, wait for the drugs, all this kind of stuff. And then now eventually they find out, well, yeah, natural immunity is fine. That's good. That's even better than all this other stuff. And so we have to really look towards what the natural immunity has been designed to do for us for millennia. And all you have to do is treat it correctly, not treat it poorly. So again, our bodies are amazing systems, all the organs and things in there that have to work in concert to actually have energy, to have the body working correctly and doing well. If only we could finally wake up and discover that the answer to removing all disease processes comes from properly feeding and stimulating the immune system. However, taking care of the immune system requires work and effort, often a major holdup in a society that wants everything delivered on a silver platter yesterday. So, I mean, people like to just go out, eat, drink, and be merry, and then when they have a problem, go get an antibiotic or a drug for that. Well, that sometimes works, but then sometimes it doesn't. And so again, we're looking at trying to get the body actually healthy. And it doesn't take that much. We just got to learn the rules. And that's what we do at Natural Health. Now, the problem is most people don't even have any idea what the actual rules are, because we've grown up in a system that doesn't teach anything about health or about being healthy or about preventing disease of any sort. It's all about just eat, drink, and be merry, and then when you have a problem, come in and we'll get you a drug or an antibiotic or whatever. So it's a whole different paradigm that we do here at Natural Health, looking at trying to get the body healthy and keeping it that way, rather than waiting for disease to set in and then trying to backtrack from that point. For those who do want the only proven cure to any disease and to make a transition to a healthier state of being, consider the following recommendations to wake up your immune system and get you locked and loaded for whatever may come your way. So the body then can handle any of the bugs that are out there. So the first step to proper immune function is to largely eliminate the worst offenders in its suppression, namely all forms of sugar, processed food, gluten, corn and soy, hydrogenated fats, alcohol, factory farmed animal products, meat and dairy, chemical additives and preservatives, heavy metals, medications, EMFs, erratic sleep patterns, inactivity, and stress. So many of these you're not going to get rid of altogether, but we want to try to get rid of as many as you can to take the pressure off the body. Again, our society a lot of this stuff, and we have to realize that that's what's got us into these problems of heart attacks being or heart disease being a primary cause of mortality. Then it's cancers, diabetes, and then even medical treatment is at number 4 right now with causing mortality issues. And so, again, keep away from all the junk food. Not only is the sugar a problem, and again, you'll hear that, oh yeah, the body can run on sugar. Well, that's true, but not this form of sugar. We were never meant to ever have processed, refined sugars. Our bodies just aren't geared for that. And so insulin goes crazy, all kind of systems break down, especially if you do it long term. So any one of these offenders can severely suppress your immune system. If you engage in several, the compounding effects leaves this system unable to do its job effectively and make you a willing host to all kinds of viruses, bacteria, and disease processes. Again, opens the door. You have no defense systems to handle this, no energy to handle the bugs that are out there, and they get a foothold, and then they can cause all kind of problems. So if we can avoid that, so much the better. Incorporate the immune system builders. The second step to proper immune system is to enlist powerful allies that help defend the system and respond to various offenders on a day-to-day basis. The powerful immune system supporters include a wide variety of clean, local, fresh vegetables, and I would say mostly vegetables. Fruits sometimes are kind of meant to be talked about being equal. Like the medical people will say fruits and vegetables. Well, vegetables have all the good minerals and fibers and things in them. Fruits have some, but have a lot of sugar in them too. Now, it's a natural sugar, I understand, but it's still something the body has to break down. And fructose is a compound sugar the body has to break down into sucrose and glucose. So it's even harder for the body to break down. But again, a wide variety of those things, notably garlic, onion, ginger, turmeric, peppers, cruciferous vegetables, dark leafy greens, lemons, and berries. Again, very little fruit, and the fruits that are there are very low sugar. But still, there's some good things there. So again, a good cornucopia of good things. I mean, even the good oils, wine a little bit. I mean, here's some things you can have, but just you got to have a lot of things in moderation. Incorporate the immune system builders, vitamin C, vitamin D. Now we're talking about the complexes here too, not just ascorbic acid, not just the synthetic vitamin D3, but actually the food that has these vitamins in there. Zinc, probiotics, antibacterial agents, antiviral herbs, adaptogenic herbs, which help your body to have lots of energy to handle this, to have the ability to fight good offense there. Pure clean water, grounding, moderate exercise, proper sleep patterns, and meditation. Again, really trying to avoid stress, calming the body down, handling that kind of thing. So again, just eating good foods. And once in a while, you can have a little bit of other things, but the problem is our society is geared into this thing where you have to have desserts after every meal, and we're drinking soda all day, and then alcohol at night, and all kind of things. So it just over and over and over wears the body down, and it can't handle things. So again, the quickest way to see the results of an improved immune system is to stop doing the things that suppress it. Then transition your lifestyle to include more of the immune system builders. This will supercharge your immune system and adequately prepare it for any threats it may encounter. And so, again, just a matter of having the energy, having the nutrition, having the immune system working correctly, and then it can handle all these outside threats. And again, we're talking about winter particularly now with the cold weather, and then if you're at these gatherings like Thanksgiving or Christmas, New Year's, and people from other places are coughing and hacking, you can handle that. And it's actually, when you're around other people's bugs and things, it actually builds your immune system, makes your immune system stronger if it's working correctly. If not, then you have to go through a week or two of sickness to fight it. But otherwise, the body can handle things without even any effect, really. And you want to go from a person who's sick to a person who has lots of energy and just enjoys life and can handle things. So it's a matter of getting that body to work correctly, and that's what we do at Natural Health, is figure out what that body, what the patient's body needs, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own stresses, they have their own genetics, they have their own lifestyles they're into, their environment, different chemicals, different things. So everybody's body's different. So we have to figure out, and it's what we do very well, I think, is to figure out what that exact body needs in its individuality. So I think that's enough for me. One thing I wanted to reiterate too is to make sure you keep your houses enough humidity in there, as when the furnaces run a lot, it dries the air out. Just a simple thing you can do there. Don't forget that on our website we have a lot of information, some videos there to watch. We have you can sign up for our newsletter there on our website, and we do have in the office free consultations. So a lot of people don't understand what we're doing here at Natural Health, so you can come in, ask questions, we go over things with people, and then get an idea of what we're up to with that. So without any further ado, I'll turn it over to Dr. Chip. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.
All right, awesome. Okay. So again, going over more of the winter, dealing with the challenges here. The different titles got kind of mixed up, so there's a little bit of little topics here and there about why do we get sick, health challenges, dealing with the winter things here. So we'll just again dive into it, because a lot of these different things are the topics that we talk about. Of course, when they talk about health, they're really categorized in a very similar system. So I'm Dr. Chip, let's go ahead. And so, like we've explained before there too, is that there's always two ways to see something. And so with health, we can either see it more as preventing the sickness or attaining good health. So there are, you would say, subtle differences there, but we want to make sure to have that difference, because it can be that minor thing that can actually cause, or you'd say altogether realize something different there. And so when we talk about the bug or the virus, bacteria, everything, that's typically when we talk about preventing the sickness. And so again, that's okay. That's just another way of doing things. But a lot of times that can get us kind of entangled into different things there too. And so when we try to fight the bug all the time, we are so focused on the issue or the problem of the sickness that we forget about the health of our own bodies and what we're actually capable of. And so the environmental disease there is that when we keep things super clean all the time, when we're not getting outside, when we're not getting sunshine, a lot of these things that we've kind of been disconnected with the wisdom of our health and healing for the many years of our, say our ancestors and all that too. But we've been kind of more, you would say, taught or believed into that understanding of that we always need to have something outside of us, or we need to defend ourselves outside of us, or attack the bug outside of us. And so that's kind of more of that different understanding. Again, we kind of said that there's two sides of the coin. Now, when there is a very life-threatening situation, such as an infection in the body or anything like that, antibiotics, different things those are important because they are needing at that time to be life-saving. But at all the different areas there too, is that when we come back to that health understanding, we can see is that when we're able to be healthy, we don't get so far into that predicament or that issue that we're needing those things. Now again, we're not all there yet, or we're not all there and healthy, and there's a lot of sickness there too. So again, that's why both of these are important in different ways. But again, to have more health, that's what we want to get back into the actual understanding of what health really is. And so here's the little tidbit here is that there's 380 trillion viruses either around us, on our bodies, or skin, everything there. And what that means is that we have this, you would say that it's called a virome, but it actually helps to transmit different signals here and there about our environment. That's why, again, when you interact with different things, that's what viruses, how they spread and everything. And again, that's important because that's how nature kind of works. It seems a little off or a little, different in understanding, but again, that's how nature is very actually complex, and it actually helps to help everything to communicate properly. And of course, too, we might have heard about the microbiome, but again, that's all the gut bacteria, all the bacteria in our colon, our stomach, or anything like that. And those are good things because it helps to break down those foods appropriately and helps to actually have all the systems working properly. And so when everything is balanced, that's when we have good health. Now, again, that's kind of the environmental part. Now, the defense system, our immune system, is able to counterbalance or balance things out in our body. And so, again, the viruses, the bacteria, the fungi, anything like that, well, there is always going to be those things out there or in there or inside of us or anything like that. But the main thing is to have a balance, and that's what keeps us healthy. So when that gets out of balance, that's when we start having issues. So when we're not able to help our defense system, our immune system to work properly, that immune system cannot balance out these different cells, our human cells, the viruses, bacteria, everything, and it starts to get this offset to where now something is emerging. And so that's what kind of creates those sicknesses. And so what are two good systems of our body to help maintain good health is like we said, the defense system, the immune system, but also this, you would say, the master control system or the communication center here. That's the nervous system. It's how our brain communicates with our body and how our body communicates with our brain. And so a lot of times is that we kind of forget, or we kind of tend to not realize how amazing and how much potential we have to help our own bodies to heal. And so we kind of get caught in the system of, well, this is going wrong, or we get older, we're not going to start having health issues. But those different ideas are off so much because that there's a lot of older people, especially in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, that are in good health. So right there you have to question, is it really the age factor? Is it really something going on there? Or is it something that we're still off balance? Our body is not able to heal properly. And that could be, again, different barriers or resistance. And so that's why these two systems are important, because when we're balanced out well, a balancing body will do what it needs to heal, because it's very intelligent at what it does. It's been doing this for thousands of years, so it would be good to respect that process. And so again, that's the other system or the other side to see things. And so chiropractic wise is that it's not only good for musculoskeletal pain, just because it's good to get the joints back in good alignment, helps the spine to, again, the spine here to be more in alignment. But it also helps the brain to communicate with the rest of the body. Now, of course, too, is that all the nerve cells and all that, they're not only in the brain, but all the nerve fibers and everything that go out from the body are good communication for us too. And now, again, there's also evidence to support that there's, you'd say, nerve cells or neuronal cells, not only in our brain, but our gut and our heart. And so that's, again, why this whole communication system is important, because when we're more connected with our body here, it's able to promote good health. And so that's why I kind of wanted to come back there too, is that when we're able to connect with the wisdom of our body, we can actually see that health might be closer than we think. And so again, chiropractic again balances the brain to balance the body systems. Less interference leads to better communication. And of course, when we have better communication, we're able to help in all areas of life. And so what can be the blocks? What can be the resistance to our healing, to our good health? It can be the stressors. Again, it could be traumas, physical traumas, or different traumas there. Toxins can be not only in our foods, water, and all that, but it can be, if you drink too much, you have a hangover. That's, again, a different analogy to say, hey, that can definitely affect the systems. Thoughts, again, that's important to at least be aware of what's going on, but again, to have a good mindset about different things there too. And then technology. Again, technology is you would say, it has different attributes. It's not good or bad, but it can be influenced to, you would say, kind of get us kind of on the screen too much. And that you would say is that kind of prohibits us from doing other things that are more productive for our health there too. And so again, good to be aware of all the different areas. And so we go back to it. What is the greatest health attribute? Adaptability. It's how our brain and body is able to adapt to our environment. And so again, many factors there, but when we're able to adapt to what is going on around us or in our environments or anything like that, we're able to have good health. And so just like the 1,000 straw on the camel's back, when it breaks there, it's not able to adapt. It's not strong enough. But again, when we're able to have our bodies well maintained, when they're very strong, our immune system is very powerful, the communication's working well, then we're able to adapt very well to anything going on in our environment. And so that's the greatest health attribute. So again, that does it for us tonight. Again, you can always follow us. This is an older slide at Natural Health Quincy or Natural Health Quincy IL at Facebook, Instagram, Brighteon, and YouTube. You can always subscribe to our email list at naturalhealthquincy.com. Our number is 217-228-2040, and we're located at 2000 Jefferson Street in Quincy, Illinois. So again, thank you so much for watching. And again, we're just trying to, of course, get good information out to you, because we know that, throughout the internet, the web, there's so much information out there that it can be hard to know what is good and what is, the truth out there too. But really, when we come back to it, it's all about, getting good results. And when we have good results, we're able to know that that is what's possible. So again, thank you so much for watching. We will be tuning in next month for different topics in December. Thank you.